Hello, I'm Professor Lieu. Welcome to our live stream. Today I am doing a live drawing session for the May Art Dare, which is to do quick gesture drawings by watching any TV or movie show that you want, and then increasing the times like you would a figure drawing session. If you guys would like to grow as an artist, but you can't afford an art class, we've got everything you need here at Art Prof: critiques and tutorials. Information for the May Art Dare is on artprof.org. So if you just go to the main menu and you click on Art Dares, you will find all the information on how to submit. We give out prizes and all kinds of super cool things. The materials that I'm going to be using today is pencil. A little nervous about it because I think the thing about pencil is that I feel this way totally naked. There's nothing cool to hide behind the way you can with paint or even a brush pen. But I think pencil is the most basic drawing tool, and I thought it'd be fun for you guys to see how I end up doing that. We're going to time all of these poses, and we're going to start out with let's do some 2-minute poses, because I feel like I need to warm up a little bit, and so it would be really helpful for me to do that. Just quick things about the materials that I'm using today. I have 6B, 5B pencils, and also this is a really cool pencil. It's called a woodless pencil, and so you can see there's no wood, it's just pure graphite. It's a little bit more versatile than a regular pencil, and I have, let's see, I usually like my pencils really soft. This one's a 6B, and this one is an HB. And these are actually little graphite chunks. These are super helpful because you don't have to be so detailed and line heavy. So these are great if you want to just block in tone super fast. And I also have a Mars White plastic eraser. Probably won't be using it that much, but it's good to have here and there to get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a couple of drawings in a row, and then I'll stop every now and then to look at the chat. If you guys have questions, you have comments, tell me what you're learning. That is like, the greatest thing to me, when you guys tell me how much you're learning through these live drawing tutorials. Okay, so let's come up with the first image. This is a great scene. I can't remember what the name of the episode is. Maybe one of you guys can look it up, but it's the one that has Irene Adler in it. So it's a really cool episode if you guys have not seen that before. Okay, let me pull up my slides and I will get started on the timer. So we're going to let's actually do 3 minutes, because sometimes I need a little bit of extra time just to get myself all set up and ready to go. Okay, so we're going to start here with 3-minute poses. Okay, so I'm going to actually get started with this graphite because I feel like this is just a nice way for me to loosen up, because I don't have expectations, guys, when I get started. I really am just loosening up because I don't feel that into it right now, and I have to start by just putting marks on the page. So I don't even care if this looks like nothing. Even if I just end up putting random strokes and not getting anything that's even close to likeness, that's okay, because really at this point, I'm just trying to get my arm moving. That's the more important thing at this stage. He's got the nicest hair. Oh my God. I haven't watched Sherlock in a really long time, and oh my God, I just need to watch the whole series again because it's so good. Like, I really wish they'd make more episodes. So right now I'm looking at the direction of the drapery, and what I'm looking for is areas of tension. Drapery is really hard for that reason, because some of it is stiff and some of it is actually very fluid. And so it's sort of confusing, I think, sometimes when you're trying to figure out exactly what you're trying to do. And oh my God, horrible. What did I just do? Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to, oh yeah, I got to smooth this out. Okay, I didn't take the time to do that. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm just smoothing things out like that. Okay, there we go. Now that should work better. Crap. Okay, that is not working so well. So let's just give Benedict a couple highlights. Again, I don't care how this comes out. Does not matter to me. This is just moving. A lot of this is just muscle memory. It's just reminding yourself how to move that pencil and not trying to get results. You know what I've realized, you guys? Drawing is all about lowering your expectations. When you have low expectations, it's like fine. It's just when you have expectations, that's when I think things are very difficult to do. Okay, let's give him a little bit. Oh, 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let's get something, like, especially in here, I just want to show a little bit of the movement and the tension. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Okay, 20 seconds. He needs a chin. That would be helpful. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds. Let's just get something that's a little bit more confident. Whew. Okay, let's do another one. There goes my timer. Oh, that's very cool that Google does that. I had no idea that it did that. Okay, let's do 2 more so I can keep up the rhythm, because you know what? Now my heart's pumping and I'm ready to go. Okay, let's do another 3-minute pose. And we're going to, I believe, look at Irene Adler. She's awesome. I just love her. She's my type of lady. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, there she is. Cool. All right, you guys ready? Another warm-up. We'll get started with the timer. Okay, now, there goes my mouse. Okay, these are all the logistical things you have to deal with. Okay, so let me just make sure I get the size appropriate for the screen. Okay, so there is a basic mass. This graphite stick is really dark. It's way darker than I would like it to be, but you know, too bad. Can't do anything about it. Let's see. Okay, and she has this incredible mass of hair that is amazing. Don't leave out the hair, guys. I think a lot of people do that. They put the hair in sort of last minute, and it always ends up looking really bad, like a wig. You don't want that to happen. Hair really, I think, defines people. If you think about a lot of people, their identity, I think, is very wrapped up in their hair. So it's a really, really good mass just to block in. Oh man, and she has like killer cheekbones. Okay, and wow, an amazing pit of the neck, just a little slice of her clavicle. Those of you guys who are watching my anatomy streams probably know some of that. Okay, that might be too much hair, but you know what, it's okay. All right, let's get in here with my woodless pencil. I'm gonna start with the really soft one, so the 6B. And I really want to get this swoop of her hair because that's such an important part of her structure. And I'm going to start in with the nasal bone, start to show some of the eye socket. And the ears are really, really helpful. Like I put them way too high, so I'm going to fix that. And her nose, she's got like really scary looking nostrils. That's cool. Okay, I think I squished her head. That's okay. Oh my God, I only have a minute left. Shoot. Okay, there's the eyes. She's a little scary looking right now. Well, she's scary looking anyway, which is awesome. I'm just trying to get the essential character. She's got no eyebrows, but that's okay. At the very least, let's get her amazing neck in there. Oh my God, she's so scary looking. This is really terrifying. Okay, well, it's just a 3-minute pose. Oh my God, 37 seconds. Shoot. Okay, that might be the best it's gonna get for such a quick pose. This is hurting me to look at this drawing because she's so amazing and I'm doing such a like screwy gray drawing of her. Okay, Okay, at the very least, let's capture her cheekbones because, oh my God, she has amazing cheekbones. I think the only person who can compete is Benedict when it comes to amazing cheekbones. And at the very least, let's just block in the color of this so that even though I'm killing things, okay, there we go. Reset. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to look at the chat and see what you guys are saying at this horrific mess of a drawing. Let's see. Johnny is saying the gesture is enhanced. And Yuki is Black is saying, what a great job. Love it, love it, love it. Johnny says, elegant like the photo. Melissa Benito says, haha, just don't make Molly suffer. I know, poor Molly. I always feel so bad for her. Denise says, I wish I could watch comment, but I'm listening while painting for school. Need to learn to draw more loosely and not so stiff. Yeah, it's already so detailed and beautiful. All right, very cool, you guys. Amanda Milani is saying, do you have a process? What do you do first? Do you let yourself flow and do what feels right? I have a little bit of a process. I mean, in the beginning, you guys saw when I was using this chunk of graphite, a lot of it is just moving. I'm not really trying to nail anything down. It's all an approximation. You just say, well, it's about here, this general vicinity. I think that's what I try to handle first because it's easier, I think, to fix something that is mega flawed than to try to get a correct position. Doing that, I think, is really, really hard. So if I have something on the paper, then I can fix it. That's a lot more concrete. I think a lot of people get very tied up about, oh, well, is it here? Is it there? That's too hard. I think that's very time consuming. It'll drive you crazy. So I do that. And then I usually flip back and forth between the graphite stick and the pencil because they play off each other. This one is great because I can move fast. I can get down big tones. This is good for when I want to be a little bit more specific. So neither of them does everything. And that's why I do back and forth between the two. Uncle Frogface says, I love how your 3-minute sketches look like a Renaissance painting sketch. Mine looks like a Garfield. I'm not so sure that's true. But anyway, let's do another one. How about let's do a 5-minute sketch now because I feel a little bit more warmed up. Oh, we got a question here from Elephanty. Do you ever use these looser sketches as thumbnails for bigger pieces? Sometimes I do, but I like using the original reference. My sketches are usually not very reliable as references. And Emil Klosterman says, how do you get charcoal to stick on the paper? Well, this is not charcoal. This is actually graphite. This is like a graphite cube. I mean, if you guys look at my hand, I'm going to have a really shiny hand by the time we're done. But my recommendation for charcoal is to get charcoal paper. Charcoal paper has a slight tooth to it, and it makes it a lot easier for the charcoal powder to adhere to the page. Okay, let's see what slide is up next. Okay, we have a weird point of view. You know, this is such a weird point of view. I'm going to do a 3-minute pose because I like messing with things a lot. So let's do that first. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they have such good shots in Sherlock. Oh my God, they do such an incredible job of that. Okay, so let's go to the timer. We're going to get started with a 3-minute pose. And we have severe foreshortening from Irene Adler. And so the whole thing about foreshortening, guys, don't try to make it look normal. You won't. It's going to look weird. That's fine. Okay, let me block in the point of view on her face. And her hand is like gigantic. Actually, you know, I'm going to move her down. I think I put her a little too high. So let's put the head up here. Let's move the shoulder down here. Again, everything's an approximation. Don't try to nail it. You want to nail it, you're going to be really upset later. Because you're not going to nail it. Nobody does. Okay, wow. Weird forms. And thank goodness, Irene Adler, that you have such an amazing jawbone, because that's a great landmark. And here's her hair. Yeah, this is really hard. This is like form over form over form. And, you know, the photo is not helping me very much right now because her coat is just turning into a big blob of black. So that's driving me a little crazy right now, but whatever. I'll get over it. Okay, now for the face, I'm going to try to block in just the nasal bone and the eyebrows and the eye sockets. Here's her cheekbone. Oh my God, she looks like an alien. Okay, let's get the weird foreshortening in the mouth. Forehead. And I do want to get the hand in here. And at the very least, a little bit of the phone. Yeah, this one, I don't even know that I'm going to bother getting into the pencil because there's just too much that needs to be adjusted. Okay. And the ear, everything's tilted. Like, this is such a weird pose because of the point of view. I mean, that's one of the reasons I chose it, is because it is really strange. And again, those killer nostrils that she has. So yeah, I'm not going to have time for the eyes, but her cheekbone over here, really severe. And at the very least, oh shoot, the nose. Yeah, the nose should be higher. Okay, now we have 2 sets of nostrils. And then at the very least, maybe a little bit the angle. Yeah, the eyebrows are weird. Sheesh. Okay, this is probably too much hair, but I just want to get in something that just, at the very least, it just holds the place. It just says, hey, it's about here. Okay, let's get the mass of the hand. Here are the knuckles, and just a little indication of the hand and the bone. Ugh, made that too big. Okay. Actually, the sleeve should be a little lower. Let's bring that down. And there is, oh shoot, not enough space over here. So let's move the hand over here. Okay, the hand is more like that. Okay, and then we have this shape from her coat that's in the center. Actually, that means her cheekbone is higher. Her cheekbone should be up here. Okay. Yeah, not enough cheekbone. Okay, there we go. 3-minute pose. Weird view of Irene Adler. Okay, I'm going to move on to a 5-minute pose now because I'm feeling like I want to move on. So let's see who is up next. Oh, nice. Even when he's looking very strange with this funny looking facial expression, he still looks amazing. Okay, cool. And I'm so excited to draw his hair. Oh my God, I love his hair in this show. Okay, let's set the timer to 5 minutes. Okay, reset. Okay, so let's get that timer started. Okay, here we go. You ready, Benedict? I actually have never done a drawing of him before, so this should be very interesting. He's so distinctive that I'm actually really afraid to draw him because he's just, oh my God. Like, no matter what I do, it's going to look bad. It's just like, reserve that. I think that's maybe why I pick such funny looking expressions, because I was like, well, at least if he doesn't look amazing in this photo, nobody's going to be mad. Okay, the hair, oh my God, is so awesome. I love his hair. I'm just going to block in a big shape. And let's start with the nasal bone again. Get in the eye sockets. He's got amazing eyebrows. Oh my God, this looks like a jack-o'-lantern. It's so bad. Okay, he's got, this is sort of a weird, he's almost smiling, but not quite. He also looks a little bit distressed, but that's okay. He's Sherlock. It's fine. Okay, let's pull this out. I think I smushed his face a little bit. I'll go back and I'll fix it later. I just sort of want to place a couple more things. Yeah, he does not. Okay, this should come over. A lot of this, you guys, it's adjusting. And you got to be willing to make adjustments. I'll tell you, got a lot of students in class, they draw something once and that's it. They don't fix it. Even though they know they should fix it, they don't. And so that's, I think, an issue with a lot of people when they draw, is they don't want to make changes. And a lot of times they don't want to make changes because their marks are so dark that it feels like too much work to make that change. And people think, oh, well, I got to start over. You don't have to start over. You use the lines that you don't like to remind you of what is not working. And then you go back and you fix it. See, I keep pushing his head over to the left because I definitely did not do a good job placing that to begin with. Okay, so does everybody see how light and loose this can be? And actually his coat is great because that's a really good landmark. And what I'm going to do with the hair, I'm going to try to pick key curls that show the direction of the hair. So for example, here, there's a really big curl. There's one here. There's sort of a clump here. This one's very dramatic. There's one here that's really popping out back here. Because you can't draw individual hairs. If you guys try to do that, you're screwed. It's just not going to happen. So now I'm going to look for big areas of tone. Yeah, his jacket is pretty much all dark. I wish this wasn't cropped so much. It'd be a little bit easier to see things. Okay, I gotta get back into I just really wanted the hair to not look horrible. Okay. All right, I think it's time to go in. I don't know. See, I like the graphite stick way better than the pencil. I actually find pencils pretty challenging, but you know what? I got to do it. Okay, so here we go. Let's really get, his eyes are like popping out of his face right now. Okay, his nose is longer. Shoot, I need a softer pencil. Okay, here we go. Let's pull his nose down because that then pulls his mouth down. See, that's the thing about the human face. It's everything's related. You can't draw one thing separately. So when you're drawing the mouth, you draw the chin. When you're drawing the chin, you draw the jawbone. Don't ever isolate things. I think that's when people get in trouble, is when they start isolating, like they just focus on the eye and just work on that, and that becomes a real issue later on. Okay, he's got these great, like, strokes. And so what you guys can see me doing now is really I'm drawing around the figure. So here is this little patch of shadow that's underneath. Oh, and I really should block this in. This is a super dark shadow on his neck. Oh, Benedict, I'm so sorry. Do this to you. I feel like this is like a sacrilege. To like do a bad drawing of Benedict makes me sad. Oh my god, creepy eye. This is gonna be really creepy, guys. Like this is gonna end up looking like an otter or something really not Benedict-like. Although some people say that he looks like a lizard. I'm like, no, you don't. You look amazing. Okay, let's switch back to, oh my god, 33 seconds. Shoot, I have not been paying attention. Crap. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Benedict. I'm so sorry. Okay, at the very least, let's give him a little tone in his mouth. And maybe just, shoot, oh my god, this is so scary looking. Okay, I guess I gotta go longer if I want something that doesn't look really frightening. Okay, I'm sorry, Benedict, I feel so bad. This is like a sacrilege. This is so... I'm like totally destroying him right now. Okay, let's take a quick break so I can take a look at the chat and see what you guys are saying. Okay. Mr. Ramit says, how do we get somewhat of an accurate sketch? You don't try. That's what you do. You try to break it down into basic shapes, because I think the biggest issue with a portrait is too much psychological baggage. It's like people get really fed up with, oh my god, it doesn't look like them. And if you do that, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's not a good thing to keep thinking about. You have to break it down into essential forms, and that's really the way to make it work. By the way, if you guys want more tips on Benedict, I do have this tutorial which is talking about basic portrait drawing mistakes. And that's actually one of the issues that I address, is that if you bother yourself about, does it look like him? Oh my god, it doesn't look like him. If you do that, you're just going to be frustrated. It's just really, really annoying. I mean, I'm annoyed that I completely like demolished in this drawing, but it's fine. This is just a warm-up. It's okay. The world will go on. It's not the apocalypse. Margaret is saying, I'm learning so much. Thing in particular is how you tackle each drawing with gusto. You never give up. That's a lesson for me because I often feel I can't do my art well, so I give up. A lot of it, you guys just gotta stick with it. Okay, let's look at this. These drawings that I just did, these are not good drawings, you guys. Okay, look at this one, and this one. None of these are good. Do I care? No, because it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get up and you're going to do another one. It's not like this is the end of the world. And so I think just really, it's a mindset thing. This is nothing to do with your hand. This is how you think about it. People don't realize that so much of drawing is your mindset, how you approach it, how you think about it. And if you guys keep bothering yourself about, oh, I'm not good, this is not good, you're going to go insane. So I just recommend you got to put it aside. Just focus on something else. Shabnan is saying it's amazing that in the first seconds you truly capture them. I don't think I agree with that, but I'm glad somebody thinks so. And Melissa Benito is saying, thank you for the advice. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind on the comments. Kat VFG says, I think it's amazing how you bring him to life. And let's see, Deles MGG, clear sign you need more Benedict practice. You're right about that. You know what? Guys, I think I need to log more time looking at him. Definitely. I need to sharpen my observational drawing skills. It's a very, very important skill to do. Let's see. Johnny says you captured his emotion. And Karen Wong says your internal dialogue is hilarious because I think all those same things you're saying. Yep. I mean, guys, it does not change once you get more practice. It really is the same thing. Like a lot of the stuff that I talk to my students about, that stuff I struggle with, okay? You never figure it out. You never fix all those problems, and that's fine. That's the way it should be. It doesn't have anything to do with your artistic experience or your skill set. None of that matters. John Spicer says, what advice do you have to stop trying to squeeze in every detail for a drawing? Really want to simplify my brush language while still communicating what the image needs to say. I think, John, a really big part of that is your tools. For example, does everybody see how blunt this graphite stick is? I mean, you cannot do details with this. Trust me, if I was starting with a pencil, I probably would get in the details sooner than I could, just because I can. Because there is this point, it is possible. But with something like this, no chance. So if you're painting, guys, and you get too detailed, give yourself a brush that is too big. Give yourself a brush where your reaction is, I can't paint anything with that. Well, then good, because it's going to make you more efficient. Most of my introductory painting students, they make the mistake of starting with tiny, tiny little brushes because they want to control everything. That's really not a good idea. Tony Marie is saying, in figure drawings, do you use a sort of underdrawing or just jump in? I just jump in. I feel like an underdrawing isn't really necessary the way an underpainting is because I'm not dealing with color. And also because these are so quick, I don't really feel like it's worth it. Melissa says, I love your drawing of Ben wrapped in a sheet. Oh, I love Ben wrapped in a sheet. So, so it's like, what's not to love about that? Volleyballer says, what would you recommend in terms of drawing the details in the hair? What you need to look at, I'll do a drawing of him that's longer so you guys can see how to progress with the hair. But really what it is, you have to look at the direction of the hair and you got to figure out which sections of the hair matter more. There are certain lines in the hair, they're just cosmetic, like they're not actually doing anything. Because ultimately, you have to think about hair as a mass. You can't think about it as individual hairs. We know that they're individual hairs, but you can't think about them that way in terms of drawing. Andrew R. is saying, what reference should we use in these times when we're inside all the time? You can draw from yourself. I like to draw my hands. I think that's super fun. And I think that it's great if you can shoot your own photos. And I would just say, draw from photos of real people. Don't go onto Pinterest, okay? Pinterest, everybody's too perfect. It's all manicured. Everybody's photoshopped. You want to look at real people that have flaws. You want to look at people that have freckles and warts and all kinds of things like that. If you open a magazine of Vogue, you're not going to see that. Everything is completely photoshopped. So Kat Huang, who is a teaching artist at Art Prof, she told me that when she needs photos of people, she goes on Facebook because they're photos of real people. So I just would really avoid Googling girl in a black shirt because that's not going to get good results. It's going to look really, really artificial. TA saying, what do you do with sketches like this? Should one keep them or is it fine to throw them away? I toss them. I mean, honestly, what am I going to do with this stuff? At a certain point, you make so many drawings that you just can't hold on to them anymore. I mean, ask Jordan McCracken Foster. He's a teaching artist here at Art Prof, and he just has stacks of copy paper. It's just insane. So yeah, I don't care so much. It's important, guys. You can't be precious about your work. If you treat everything like the royal jewels, you're going to be frustrated because it's a mindset thing where everything feels too important. And so if you say to yourself, I don't value these, whatever, it's much easier to move on. Okay, let's take a look. Looney just saying, maybe taking a pic and then trash it. Actually, that's better because then you have a record that you can refer to. So if anything comes up you want to show people, that's fine. That's a good tip. Okay, let's move on. Let's do a 10-minute pose because I need some time to work on this. Guess what, guys? This is really good anatomy practice. Look, we've got Irene Adler with anatomy. So for those of you guys who are looking for some more anatomy practice, this is like one of those crossover streams. It's like we're getting the May Art Dare with the anatomy at the same time. Okay, let me pull up this image of Irene Adler. Let me make this a little bit bigger because I'm having a little trouble seeing her form. Okay, let's go into the timer. We're going to change this to 10 minutes so that way you guys can see that a little bit better. Okay, so Irene Adler. All right, here we go. Let's take away the slide of the anatomy. Okay, let me make sure I get the sizing. Okay, so let's start out with major masses. She's really tilty, so I would say her center line is about there. Those of you guys who are practicing for anatomy, this is a good way to go. Okay, the shoulders are quite broad, and her head is very tilted. Sort of like tilted back. She's got the most amazing neck. All right. And then trapezius, let's get in the arm and then just put the hand there. I know it looks like a mitten. It's okay, Irene. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm getting to it, Irene. It's fine. Okay, hopefully that's a good enough size that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And then I wish I could see the rest of her leg because it's actually a little bit hard to do. Okay, I think her face is way too small, so let's take a look at that. Oh my God, you guys, I'm drawing too slow. Okay, let's pick it up. Because you know what I said? I just said to myself, oh, I got 10 minutes. Fine. I can, don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Okay, let's get a move on here. Okay, here we go. Let's pick it up. Let's make a bigger mess than it already is. Keep up the pace. I think the arm is way too, is it too small, too big? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Here's more of the rib. You know what? I got to move her down. I think her rib cage is too small. And then that means the arm is not here. It's actually here. Okay. And that pulls the back. The pelvis is down here. Okay. Then what does that mean? That means the leg is here. Oh, and then the elbow has to come down. Okay. So here we go. That actually does help me a lot because I feel like I did not do a good job placing that arm. More shoulder there. I think this is a little hard for me because I'm not really used to drawing figures this small. Like I like to draw them on like 18 by 24 newsprint. So this feels a little crammed to me right now because I'm not used to this scale. But that's okay. You know, don't make excuses, Clara. Don't do that. Okay. Tilt of the ear. And then I do like getting in the nasal bone. She's got the creepiest teeth, doesn't she? I love her. She's so cool. Oh my God, and I love the tension between them. They're so good. Who's seen this episode of Irene Adler on Sherlock? It's such a good episode. I need to just watch the whole thing over again. Okay, shoot. Now the face is too big. Okay, that was not a good move. Okay, just got to get rid of that jawbone. That's really getting in the way. Okay, I got to move her nose up. Okay, now I'm getting too stuck on the facial features. Don't do that. That is not good. Move on. Okay, here we go. Clavicle, pit of the neck. Let's get more of the neck in there. Okay, and I really need to figure out the hand. It's a little bit above, and here's the line of the knuckles. The knuckles are really important. If there's anything you guys are going to spend time trying to find on the arm, find the knuckles. That really is helpful. Don't try to draw fingers. If you guys look at that area and you try to draw fingers, you're screwed. Because they always end up looking like loaves of bread or sausage, and they don't have any structure to them. So here I'm trying to find, again, here is the line of the knuckles. And I'm just going to show a plane. Like this is a plane and this is a plane. That's all you're looking at. You're not looking at fingers right now. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, and her pelvis, shoot. Oh, wait. Not good on that rib cage. Okay, let's pull this down. No. Pelvis is higher. Okay, here we go. The pelvis is more visible. Okay, and then it comes behind there. Oh, this hand. Where's the wrist? Okay, here's the wrist. Okay, that looks like a mannequin. I'm not going to do that. You know, I don't think I got the lean. I think the head is like too high. Okay, hang on. Let's move down her trapezius. And maybe the ears a little lower. Oh, I feel like she looks so stiff. Is it the face? Maybe it's the jawbone or... Oh, shoot. Okay, maybe if I put in the... I'm just going to put in some just areas for the eye. I don't know that I'm going to have time to get to the eyes. And then for the hair, I just want to block something in. I know that's too much hair, but you know what? I'll just go back in and I'll fix it later. Okay, I think I might be... Ugh. Okay, it's too many marks. Does everybody see? I went too dark too fast. That is not a good move. Because actually, I don't really like to erase that much. That was not good. Okay. Okay, now what I'm doing, guys, I'm sort of stepping back a little bit. If I had more space, I would get back and look really far. But I can't really do that right now. But that is helpful because I felt like I was too close to the drawing and I wasn't seeing the proportions very well. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's... This trapezius should be higher. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to switch to the pencil. Okay, see this? This trapezius here, it was too low. That's what it was. Okay, hang on. I think I'm starting to figure this out. Oh, man, and the hand is still too low. Okay, it's constant changes. Constantly. There's no point where it's nailed. I mean, that doesn't really happen to me until I've been working on it for like a good 20 minutes or so. Okay, but then that... Oh, wait. Okay, here's the sternocleidomastoid. Here's the trapezius. Here's the deltoid. Let's move all of that up. And you know what? I can feel myself losing the energy because I'm starting to slow down, which you have to do once you start working on a drawing more. Oh, that was a fail. I was trying to get in this like pocket of shadow, but not happening right now. Okay, and now the drawing is starting to get... Oh my god, what a mess. Okay, let's get this more established because I feel like I'm losing some of this. I mean, that happens, I think, with figure drawing. That you put something in, you got to take it out. You put it back. You get rid of it. It's like, I don't know, constant reincarnation or something. Who knows? All right, let's get in her... Oh, no, 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 no. Like, if you guys see the shoulder in relation to the knee is further out. So let's pull that out. And then here's the kneecap. Okay, again, I wish I could see more of the leg, but it's just cropped off. Oh my god, I only have 3 minutes. Shoot. Okay. Hair. That's what we need. This is the biggest mess. I mean, I know some of you guys might be thinking, oh, you got to get to the face. I do, but the hair will help me with the face. The hair will make the face easier to handle because the hair is so much bigger than the face. Face feels important, but it's not in the scheme of things. This is a figure drawing. In the scheme of things, that's not as critical. Okay, Irene, let's see if I can do justice to your cheekbones because I was not doing that earlier. See, this still feels like way too slow. Maybe I'll get in a longer pose towards the end if you guys are interested in that. Maybe I'll do like a 15 or something. She's got the most mesmerizing eyes. Like, I'm just sad that I know I'm not going to nail it right now. That's okay. I do want to get her creepy lips. Yeah. Oh my god, 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Cheekbone. I'm not making her angular enough. Like, she's starting to look very poofy. I don't like that. She has the most amazing, like, jaw structure. And I really need to get that. Like, if there's anything I want to get, it's that. Like, I don't really care about the facial features, but I really want to nail her bone structure. Yeah. Okay, see, I spent way too long on those eyes. That's not good. That's not a good look. And her ear is more tilted, and the sternocleidomastoid is closer in. Now here, yeah, a million adjustments. Drives me crazy. Because you're like, fix this. Oh, but now I have to fix that. Oh, wait, crap, I screwed that up. Now I got to fix that. It just, like, never ends. Oh, Irene, I'm sorry. I want to give you a better lip. But you're not getting it right now. Shoot, I think the mouth is not good. Oh, you know what? I'm not giving her enough. Okay, she needs more here. 45 seconds. Let's just get some of the form that's on the outside. And I do want to do a little bit. She's got a beautiful clavicle. Let's just give her a little more structure. I mean, this is woefully not developed, but that's okay. I just want to block in a little bit of the structure. There's the wrist. Oh, and this, oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the arm wasn't leaning enough. Oh, I still feel like the face is too high. It's not good. Oh, she looks like she's got a pig nose. This is not good. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, let's take a look at what I did. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay. Let's see what people are saying. Yes, she's pretty. That's an understatement. Let's see. They should have had her more. Yeah, I mean, they totally could have had more episodes with Irene Adler. I'm waiting for my AP exam while watching this. That's a good way to pass the time, right? And Looney just says her torso might not be tilted enough so it looks stiff. Yep, see, the thing is I underestimated that tilt. Does everybody see how I made her too straight? Like, her center line should sink a little bit more. I made her too upright, and so that's the issue. I think the center line was not happening there. Hannah Sabo says the right shoulder looks like two different pieces. Yep, it's falling apart. Tony Marie says, in your Anatomy for Artists series, will you be teaching what shapes to draw for specific body parts? Is it more learning about drawing the muscles, bones, and tailoring to each person? I mean, you can certainly do it that way. My feeling is that you should study anatomy with several people, because then you can pick and choose what works for you. Because what works for me may not work for you. It really depends on the artist. I'm not into specific shapes. Like some people say, oh, the figure is cubes. The figure is a bean. The figure is circles. And I just don't think it's that simple, guys. I think that is going to get you to imagine things that just aren't there. And so I'm not really a big fan of that. Let's see. Katerina says, my drawing teacher once told me that whoever we draw, they're always going to look a little bit like the artist. I don't know that that's true. I mean, I think a lot of artists get accused of drawing themselves. I don't know that I like that as an idea. I mean, you could say that everything you make is a piece of you. I think people think about artwork that way because it does feel so personal. But at least for me, I feel like that would be really distracting because I don't want to feel like I'm drawing myself all the time. That's a little bit unnerving to think about it that way. Okay, let's take a look at another piece. Why don't I do a 15-minute drawing? Actually, do you guys want me to do 15 minutes or 20? Let me know in the chat. Would you like me to do one that is a lot longer, or you want me to just go a little bit longer? Because I know people like to see where a longer drawing goes. Zaynep says, seeing the process behind a drawing really encourages me to draw more. Thanks for this. Okay. G, the entity 117. Of course, I know which student you are in my class. Okay, people want 20. Okay, let's do it. All right, guys. Let's see. I gotta have a good one, though. I gotta make sure it's one I really want to work on. Oh, sorry. I really like you, Martin Freeman, and you're perfect as Watson, but I don't want to draw you for 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, we got Sherlock with a gun. Actually, you guys can tell me. What do you want? We got... we're not going to do Watson. Sorry. We got Sherlock with a gun. We have Irene and Sherlock together. We also have... Okay, Sherlock with a gun. Okay, that's really similar. Actually, I really like this one. Maybe I should... This is him looking all, like, inquisitive. Like, I just love that facial expression. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we got Irene Adler, again, looking so sneaky. And we also have, oh, Sherlock with a microscope. That is so cute. He looks so, like, oh, soft and nice. So tell me in the chat. We got microscope. We got Irene. We've got Sherlock looking so focused the way he does. We got him with a gun. We got two different versions of that. and we have this hilarious scene between the two of them. People are saying they want a close-up. Some people want Irene. I feel like I've done Irene. I feel like I need to do the inquisitive one. Here we go. Okay, let's do Sherlock looking. Well, he always looks intelligent. Oh, I don't know. People really want Irene. Let me see. Irene and Sherlock would be nice. Gun with the phone. Okay. All right. This is tricky, you guys. You're making it hard for me. Let me do Benedict, because I feel like I completely destroyed him last time. So I can try to make it look not so horrible this time. Okay, people want to do this one. Okay, let's do this. Plus, he looks so good in this picture. I just love this picture of him. I like it when he gets all, like, worked up. You know, when he's, like, super focused and he's, like, thinking through these things and they have all those, like, text messages. I just love it. Oh, my God. It's such a sharp, like, smart film. It's like, oh my God. Guys, I'm going to, like, go watch Sherlock after the stream. This is, like, so cool. Okay, Sherlock, let's see what we got. All right, let's do a 20-minute pose, and we'll see how we do. 20 minutes. Let's get started. Okay, you know, I'm going to look at the timer more this time because I was not doing that and I think it really screwed me. Okay, reminders. Treat it like a 2-minute gesture drawing. It's not a 20-minute pose. Treat it like keep it going. Energy, movement. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Let me just make sure the size that I draw is good so you guys can see everything. So if I put his chin there, I do want to show a little bit of his shoulder because I love those suits he wears. He looks so good in a suit. Okay, that's about a good size. Okay, here we go. He's got like a really long face. Sheesh. Oh, forgot the hair. Okay. That's a little bit too big. I'm not going to fit the hair in. Okay, let's make him a little bit smaller. So I'm going to pull his face here. Let's get that neck, the slope. There's his collar. Okay, and he's a little bit off to the right. So actually, there's more neck on this side. I'm really just trying to nail the positioning of the neck. I think a lot of people don't do that. It's like you can't prioritize these facial features. If you guys do that, it's like you're always going to be missing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is more important than the nose. It really, really is, guys. Shoot, he's cropped again. That's kind of annoying. I wish I had the whole face, but unfortunately I don't. Oh my God, I'm so excited to draw his hair. Oh my God, I love him. All right. It's too bad I can't like listen to him while I'm drawing. It would be like too distracting. Okay. Okay, let's just, you know, that's good enough for now. Okay, let's block in. I like starting with the nasal bone because it's in the middle. And so it's easier. Like if you start with the eyes and you work your way down, by the time you get down to the mouth, it's like you've messed up something about the chin. So I feel like this is a better place to get started. Okay. He's got his eyebrows are so dramatic. Okay, cheekbone should be more pronounced. And let's just approximate. I think his nostrils are about there. I'm not totally sure yet. But here's the fulcrum. And for the lip, I like to do the line that divides the lips first. He's got actually a really big lower lip. Okay, and then these like creases. And I'm going to build the structure around him like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Still feeling really bad, Benedict. I'm sorry. This is hard to draw somebody that's so good looking. I prefer to draw people that are not so charismatic. Okay. Maybe that's why I don't want to draw Michael Fassbender. I'm like, I can't do that to you. I can't. Like, at least Benedict is not like conventionally good looking. You know, like a lot of people don't think he is, but oh my God, he's amazing. Okay. Just want to get the direction of the hair. Okay, that definitely needs more work, but you know what? I got to move on to the suit because the suit is such an important part of the way he's turned. Actually, I'm having a hard time seeing the collar because the photo is not great. So I'm just going to... Oh, okay, this is the collar and that is the suit. Okay, let's give him... Shoot, you know... Oh my God, that looks terrible. Okay, that is way too low. What am I doing? Okay, let's pull that up. Get rid of some of that. What am I... Okay, so where's the top? If that's the top of the collar, oh my God. Okay, so this is lower. I put that way too high. Oh my God. So that's why you want to push back a little bit, because if you don't do that, these like big proportional ideas can screw with you really, really bad. Because sometimes like you're so close to the drawing, you just can't see straight. So when you get further back, it's really, really helpful. Okay, I'm slowing down. This is not good. I'm not looking sharply enough. I'm getting a little bit too hung up in details. Okay, actually, this should come over further. So wait, is that his collar? Okay, and that's the suit. Okay, that I gotta get rid of. See, there's so many marks here that I'm starting to get really lost. Okay, we have to get these creases. Look at your cute little creases, Benedict. I love it when he gets so upset. I like it when he gets annoyed with people. He seems like he's such a big eye roller. Like, I just love that. Okay. His forehead is, like, not that pronounced. Okay, what I really want to work on now is this contour, because his cheekbones are so pronounced. Actually, I want a softer pencil. All right. Tell me in the chat if you guys like softer pencils or if you like harder pencils. I like hate hard pencils. I cannot do it. I know some people are very good at it. I am not one of those people. Okay, too much. He's slimmer than that. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, he's got like, his face is very long. Oh my God. I mean, it could also be the camera angle is a little bit funny. So I sort of feel like that could be part of it. Okay, let's try to hint at the eyes. I always get stressed when I'm drawing eyes. Does anybody else do that? I don't know. I feel like that's like the moment where you make it look like a person, but then it like always looks bad when you first do it. And so it's always stressful. Like once you put it in, it always looks like, bleh. Okay. We need to get his brow. I just want to throw in, let's do a little bit more. His eyebrow on the left is not that dark, actually. Okay. And then, you know, I'm going to just, oh shoot, this is not soft enough. Okay, here we go. Like that. Okay, so these pupils look terrible, but it's just a place for me to start because it's hard for me to approximate without like a bigger shape that I can reference. So this is like way too big, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw over it like this, and then I'll erase out some of the highlights because there's no chance that his pupils are that big. Sometimes I find that easier to just like put it down. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Sorry, Benedict. Oh my God, it looks so bad. It looks terrible. Oh my God. Okay, it's time to put in some shading so it doesn't look so scary. Okay, let's just block this in. Okay, that feels a little bit less horrible, maybe because I drew over it. I just want to get in like big areas of tone. Okay, this is better. This is less scary looking. So this is a part where you almost like cancel out a lot of the preliminary work that you did, but that's okay. I mean, you sort of have to do that and then you bring it back at some point. Actually, his hair is a lot lower. I don't think I made it low enough. Yeah, it comes down like that. I think his eyes are like, eh. See, here's the thing, is you can get really wrapped up in the accuracy of it, and that can be very disruptive, I think. So, okay, I just gotta like quit it. I gotta quit worrying about it because I'm not focused on the shapes. That lip is too high, shoot. Okay, hang on a second. I think this is why I don't draw celebrities, is because it's too like hard to make them not look terrible. Because they always look so much better in the movies. Okay. All right, let's try to get the chin in there. Just a little moment. And actually, this is pretty dark too, so I really should have known. Okay, so that's feeling a little bit better, mostly because it's a bigger mess. Like when things are a bigger mess, you can sort of figure yourself a little bit more. You're like, I'm just working on it, it's fine. It's like when it starts to actually look like something, that's when it gets stressful, I think. because then you're like, oh my God, I have to make it look really good. All right, let's fix up this eye. What a mess. Oh my God, I only have 11 minutes. Not even close. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna make something I'm not totally embarrassed about. At the very least, I just want to get the basic shape. Okay, we got to bring out this section. This is not happening. You know, I'm gonna just get those highlights back in there. Okay, we got to just smudge in the mouth because the mouth really needs something a little bit more dramatic. Oh, he looks like he's smiling. That is not the case. He's inquisitive. He's thinking. Yeah, and this is the fulcrum. This is a really good, I think, like transition into the rest of the figure. He's got like the highest cheekbones in the world. Oh my God. Actually, his chin is a lot rounder, so I'm gonna... Is that it? Is it lower? I don't know. I feel like it might be a little lower than that. Okay. It's constant adjustments, and I think the issue with portraiture is it's like 2 millimeters makes a difference. Like it really does. I feel like on the figure, it's like, yeah, whatever. But I feel like on a portrait, it's like that stuff really matters. So actually here, I'm going to lose the outline because I feel like I made it way too pronounced. So this way, I have something that's a little bit more subtle, not so harsh. I'm not a big fan of like doing major outlines because I feel like it flattens things a lot. So what I try to do is to lose the outline deliberately in a couple of areas. Oh, I can't wait to draw your nice wispy hair. Shoot, this is getting really messy. So I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. It's a little bit better. See, I want to make him look all inquisitive. I really need to get that in there. I have to define the eyes. I need the lower lid. And then it's not really bags under his eyes, just sort of like the direction of that. Oh, you know, this is the one. I got to get that. Oh, you know what? It's his eyebrow. It's not going down enough. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, he looks sort of like sad. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit more inquisitive looking. Like that. Okay, hang on. I'm getting sort of frustrated. I really don't like drawing with the tip of the pencil, guys. Like, if I can avoid it, I do. I just feel like it's so harsh. I don't like it. So I think his pupil is more over here. He's got like really thin eyes. Wow. And I probably would need like way more time to like really get in and do the eyes. I don't know that I'm going to have time to do that though. Okay, now here's sort of the fun part where I can start to lift these shadows. I mean, not shadows, highlights. And then he starts to get a little bit more dimensional. Like that. What I'm doing now, I'm just looking from a distance to make comparisons. Okay. There's this big chunk of hair that I just want to get in a little bit better. Oh, crap. Actually, that's sort of nice. I like it when the pencil has a blunter tip. That's kind of fun. Okay. Shoot, I am mega running out of time. Oh my God. Okay, there's a really strong shadow here. There's like a hair that goes this way, and then there's these like two pockets. Like that. His hair is such a big part of this character. It's like, if you don't get the hair, that's why I'm sort of prioritizing the hair over the facial features, because I feel like if I establish the hair, it'll actually make it easier to do everything else. The shape of the hair is so important. Yeah. Ooh, up here. We need something up here. This is all like really dark. Yeah, the photo's not great. Let's get that movement. I don't think I gave him enough hair. I feel like there's more up here, right? Yeah. It's hard because he's cropped. Like, if he wasn't cropped, I think it would be a lot easier for me to do. Okay, let's get back into some of these facial features. I don't like the tip. I guess I'm just not gonna draw with the tip today. It's not happening. Okay, let's make this really pronounced. I think a lot of this, you guys, it's like, how do you prioritize things? It's like, how do you figure out what is the most important thing to emphasize? Because some things are more important than others. Like, right now I'm trying to get in the shape of his nostrils a little bit better, because I think those are pretty important. I really wish I had a kneaded eraser. I couldn't find any. Like, all my kneaded erasers are like totally busted. Actually, he's got some. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta draw this in the back. Okay, I totally do not have time to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I just want to give him a little bit of a place to be. There's this weird, like, shiny thing in the background. Just because, you know something, this negative space back here is going to help me. It grounds the piece a little bit better. Okay, he's still, like, really vague. Okay, I think I better start really popping in more specific. Oh my god, I only have 5 minutes. Okay. Usually I don't need that much time. I feel like I'm kind of slow today. Okay, let's really get this lip. And then this pocket on the side of the lip, that's really important. A lot of people skip that. And so every time I draw a portrait, I try to really prioritize that area, because it makes the mouth look like it's actually embedded in the surface. So that's hugely important. Okay, and you know something? Let's go back here, because I'm losing his shirt. His shirt really needs, well, his suit rather. Really need to block in this dark. This is like really dark. And then get in the. Okay, at the very least, I got the tone. Oh shoot, he's like. This is too low, I think. I think this should be even higher than that. Like that. Is that wider? Okay. I think this comes out more. So you can see, even though I've been working on this drawing for a while, there's still changes. Like, there's still stuff that I'm like, no, that's not happening. Okay, let's try to maybe make his eyes not look so weird. And you know what? I sort of lost his eyebrow, so I think I got to bring it back. Whoa, that was too much. Let's not do that. Oh my god, horrible. Okay, now I think we just got to get rid of it. Let's just do that. Yes, and I know that looks horrible, but sometimes you need to be more. Oh my god, he looks like the devil now. That is really, really scary. Okay. Oh my god, this is really terrifying. I didn't want to make him look mad. I want to make him look, you know, smart and all those lovely things that he is. Okay, this eye is really hard. Ugh, guys, the eyes look terrible. I need an eraser stick. I can't find anything. Like, half of my life is looking for art supplies. It's really terrible. like I totally take my house apart because I'm like, where's my tape measure? And it's always like the one thing that, like, there's no substitute for, of course. It's always something like that. Okay, we got to embed his eyes a little bit better. Yeah, I definitely need an eraser stick. Oh my god, this is horrific. Guys, oh my god. As long as you're learning, it's fine. I'll embarrass myself if it means you guys are learning something. That's the most important thing. You know something else? I lost... This whole corner is driving me crazy right now. I totally lost it. I gotta bring it back. Okay, only a minute left. Oh, that makes me sad, guys. It makes me really sad. I was like hoping I would do something that would make me feel like I wasn't screwing up so bad. But of course, doing that made me screw up so bad. So don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. It's so easy. I do it all the time. Because you know what went through my mind? I thought, okay, finally, 20 minutes. I can do something that looks good. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. Don't do what I did. Okay, just want to grab this beautiful light. So the specifics are not here, but I feel like at the very least, I got the form. And honestly, between the two, I would rather have form than I would have something that has perfect facial features. I think form matters more than all that other stuff. Okay, I lost his forehead a little bit. Let's bring that back. Okay. He still looks angry. I think I was a little bit too aggressive in that upper area earlier on. I know I'm paying for it. Okay, at the very least, oh my god, 8 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let's just give him this one cheekbone. There, that's a little bit less terrible. No. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys are saying to me in the chat. All right, let me scroll up a little bit so I can see better. Okay. All right, so a lot of people are saying they like softer pencils. Yeah, I just feel like they're more malleable. I feel like when the pencil's really hard, I also get worried that it's going to scratch up the paper, and then that's sort of a pain in the butt. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is what happens, you guys, with portraits, is there's this whole, like, nose is too big, face is too small, head is too short, left is too right. Like, that's what happens with portraits, but I don't think that that's a great way to think about it, because you can drive yourself crazy, and I think you have to think about, okay, what are your priorities here? My priorities are not to get it right. I'm not after accuracy, okay? If I wanted accuracy, I would just Xerox it. I would just scan it. It'd be much, much faster. And so you have to say to yourself, well, if accuracy is not the goal, then what is the goal? So I would say if I would give myself a goal from this drawing, I want to just capture the form and I want to capture the emotion. I think I made him look way angrier than he really is, but I don't really care, honestly, about face too big, ear too small, nose too wide. That does not matter to me. I know some people care about it a lot, and that's fine. I'm just saying, me as an artist, I don't care about that stuff so much. Let's see. Zaynep says, I feel like my hand instantly draws a generic image of an eye instead of drawing what I actually see. Yeah, it's hard to do that. I think we all have ideas about what we think things look like that actually have very little to do with what they actually look like. Okay, let's see. Looney just says, a psychological association because the media conditions us with the positive feelings, but those never come out enough in sketches, even if the sketch looks realistic. That's a really good point. They're saying, I was thinking if a good-looking person, but not famous, if we draw them with the same level of error, we are much more okay with it. Exactly. I mean, I think that if you draw some anonymous person, nobody knows who they are, there's not a lot of comparison. It's just some of us have looked at Benedict quite a bit in our lives. And Pooja is saying his face is such an unconventional shape. Yeah, I mean, that's why I love him. I don't really like people who are the traditional idea of good looking. Like, somebody was trying to tell me the other day, they were like, oh, I found a guy you're going to really like. She's like, oh, Henry Cavill. I'm like, no, he's not. He's such a generic good-looking guy. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with Henry Cavill. He's not Benedict. So let's see. Shabnan says, I always make the eyes look bigger. I don't think I pay enough attention to eye sockets. And Katerina says, even though it's pretty messy drawings, it's so calming to watch. Brenda Peters says, glad to see an art professor struggles with the same process as me. Yep, it never ends, guys. This is what it is, but I really enjoy doing that. Tony Marie says, have you seen Doctor Strange? Do you like him better in Sherlock or Doctor Strange? Definitely Sherlock. Oh my god. For one good reason, okay? I can't stand it when he speaks with an American accent. Like, that just kills me because I love his British accent. It's so good. And so it's like when I think about like, okay, he could be speaking with his British accent, but no, he's speaking with this terrible American accent. That just makes me sad. So that for me is the most compelling reason to not watch Doctor Strange. Don't get me wrong, I watched it. I'm just saying it's just not as good. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's so many comments. Okay. I'm going to do the best I can. Zeki says, how are you an artist then if you don't care? That's a really good question. It's not that you don't care. It's that you don't care in the moment. Big picture wise, absolutely. I care about it more than anything because if I didn't, I would not be here. There's a lot of other things that could make me way more money for a lot less work, but I'm not concerned about that. And I think that when people get too fixated on certain things, it's actually a problem because it closes a lot of options if you're not willing to do something because you're so worried about, oh, I really want this to be this way. I've had students say to me, look, I do a lot better when I just stop caring. And people say to me, oh, I'm sorry, I feel that way. And I'm like, that's totally the way to go. Melissa says, by the way, he's angry most of the time. If you imagine Anderson appeared in the scene and said something, it makes sense. Oh my God, but I love the insults. He's so good. Let's see. Anna W. says, I just drew along. While yours is too angry, mine isn't angry enough. And Mara says, I broke my hand, got carpal tunnel, but I'm taking my time, giving myself extra time because of the pain. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. I had some problems with my hand many years ago. I didn't have carpal tunnel, but I had this thing called de Quervain veins, which is somewhat similar, and it was really unnerving. So not so fun. Leo Marbell says, I can relate so well to the dirtiness around the art piece. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a mess. So here's my question, guys. I've been on for a while. Do you want me to work on this some more and see how much further I can take it? Or should we just call it a day? Because, I could keep drawing forever. If I could just do this all the time, I'd be so happy. But Art Prof does not run by itself. Trust me, I've got to do it. So anyway, let me know in the chat. You guys have 30 seconds to tell me, do you want me to keep working on this to see how far it goes? Or is this it for Benedict? Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. We'll see. If he comes back, it says Sherlock. Although, I don't know. I liked it when he was the hot surgeon in Doctor Strange. I don't really like him as Doctor Strange, like that stupid cape and everything. That's not really what I'm into. But when he's in scrubs, oh, he looks really good. Okay, it looks like people want me to keep going. All right, why don't we do another 15 minutes? Let's not do 15. Let's do 10. I feel like 15 would make me a little bit too picky. So let me set the timer. We'll do 10 minutes because I'm curious to see where this is going to go. I really have not worked on a quick sketch like this. And by the way, like, I never draw celebrities. Like, this is so not what I usually do. I feel like the last time I drew a celebrity was like in high school. Like, it's been a really long time. Okay, we'll do 10 more minutes and then we'll see how I do. Okay. I'm going to slow down a lot because I think at this point, it's not that the messing up has stopped, but I feel like I need to slow down because otherwise it's going to be easy for me to really lose the specifics. And I'm ready for the specifics now. I feel like I really got to fix the eyes. It's bothering me so much. I'm going to switch to a 6B actually, because this I think is where I need to... Yeah, I got to get in like the eyelids, like the skin folds are not happening right now. I really wish I had an eraser stick because this eraser, it's like too blunt. It's a little bit hard to work with. Yeah, because I got to pull out these eyelids a little bit better. Oh, shoot. Now, oh my God, that is like, oh, okay, I got it. I'm not saying I have it fixed, but his eyes are sort of doing, how can I show you guys? His eyes are kind of doing this. I made them like too low. Like this one has to sort of go down more. And I do like his like really bright, pretty eyes. So let's see if we can do that a little bit better. Yeah, I made them, they're too, I think I made them too wide. Ooh, that's really scary looking. Okay, here we go. And this eyebrow is way too dark. It really is not that dramatic. Guys, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, crap, what if I work on it more and it looks worse? We'll see. It's definitely a possibility. It could definitely happen. Okay, and this hair up here, shoot. See, part of me is like aching to work on the other parts, but then I'm like, but this needs work, and that needs work, and this is bad, and that is so screwy. Yeah, next time, I gotta get my eraser stick here because it's driving me nuts to not have it. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? This outline's killing me. This is really bad. Because his ear almost like, it almost sinks in. Oh God, that eye. Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. Okay, we have to work on that eye. Part of it's his pupil. See, part of me feels bad that I'm working on the eye so much. I really shouldn't. I feel like there are other parts that need more help, but then I feel so embarrassed that the eyes look as bad as they do. It's making me want to work on it. And the drawing is also getting to a point where it's getting really messy. Like, it's really hard for me to navigate through this. Oh, shoot. And I went way too dark, way too fast on this eye. That's a problem that I have in general. Like, I have never been good about that. I'm somebody who loves dark strokes. And so I tend to put them in because I like the satisfaction of it, but then I pay for it later. So it's really hard. So I get why people want to stay lighter longer, but I also understand from my own point of view that I don't like to do that. I like to make things really feel settled. Okay, he's got this, like, see, this is where I really could use an eraser stick. This is just like way too big of an eraser. It's really good to have different erasers, you guys. Okay, I gotta spend some time looking back. He's a lot thinner than I made him here. Oh, the chin is broader. Okay, see, this is where you really can start to pick, and that's what sort of bugs me about the whole process. I don't want to pick, but I end up picking anyway because you kind of can't help it. It's really hard. Okay, his nostril, yeah, I got it. His nose got all funky, and I think a shadow here would help somewhat. And his nose is thinner. I think I made it a little bit too wide. Okay, the eyes are not good, but they're not as horrible as they were before. So I'm going to spend some time working on the mouth because I feel like the mouth is such an important part of this experience. And you know something? Just because I can, I'm going to do this hair. Oh, I love his hair. Let's just really dig it in. You know what? While we're at it, let's just do something really satisfying. Ah, I love this. This is the part that you just, oh my God. Okay, that's way too soon, guys. I should not be doing that right now, but I just feel so bad about this drawing that I want to do something that feels good. That is so immature of me. And I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna. Nobody can stop me. See, here's the thing. Like, I spend so much time giving people advice, and then sometimes when I'm drawing, I just am like, I'm just going to ignore my advice. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Nobody can stop me. So that's the thing, is like, I have advice that I give people, and I'm like, this I think would be better. But then half the time, I'm just like, I don't feel like it. You can make it up. Oh, you know what? I totally blew. Oh, this is it. Okay, I didn't get the roundness of his forehead, and that's why I lost his cheekbone. I mean, I lost it anyway, so I gotta put it back. Be like that. And his neck is a little... Yeah, that's a little bit better. I feel like the neck should still be a little bit longer. Okay, and he does need a little bit more highlight up there, and actually his nose could use quite a bit. And okay, I got this. Okay, oh my God, I only have 3 minutes. I gotta do something with this lip. This lip is really gonna bug me. Okay, let's switch back to the 6B and develop his fulcrum a lot better. His mouth is weird. It's like it's not totally open. Oh, that's my phone. Okay, that's not quite the same thing. I got 3 minutes. Let's go. Okay, let's. Oh my god, 3 minutes. See, I feel like I made it worse. I feel like it did not improve. That makes me feel really crappy. Because I kept thinking, okay, 20. Okay, I'm gonna do more. It's gonna get better. No. There is that awkward moment where you're like, I could do more, but maybe I won't. And what's too much? I think it is better for you guys to do too much than too little. I think when you do too little, when you stop prematurely, you miss out on opportunities. Those opportunities, I think as an artist, they're so important for us to really embrace anytime we possibly can. 2 minutes. Oh, shoot. I just like, here we go. See, I just like love his chin. I really, really want to do a better job. More like that. I mean, I know this is, I'm treating it more like, I think the way people think about charcoal, but I mean, that's one of the reasons I really like graphite is that it is a pretty versatile drawing material. And I just love tone. Like, I'm not a big line person. I know some people are, but I definitely am not. Like, I think in terms of tone. I don't think in terms of line the way I know some people do. Okay, I gotta pull out this highlight back here and maybe round off his chin. Okay. Got 1 minute. Here we go. At the very least, I want to get the tone blocked in. I really should have done that sooner. Oh well. Actually, his nose. Okay, I got 1 minute. His nose really needs more definition. By like a lot. Oh dear. By the way, you guys, how are my facial expressions? Lauren tells me I always look really mad when I'm drawing. Tell me what my facial expressions look like. I suspect I look really silly. That's okay. It's all in the name of art education. It's fine. I can deal. All right. Oh, see, I'm just starting to like do something. It still feels... okay. Maybe, see, I love putting in that like little highlight, but my thing is a little bit too blunt for that. So I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Maybe just a little bit under the lip to separate the lip from the chin. And a little bit more racing here just to get in that highlight, which is, I just want to soften this edge because I know that's a little bit too harsh. More here. That's it, guys. Okay, so this ended up being a 30-minute pose. Okay, so that's what I did for 30 minutes. So let me just take another look at the chat and see what you guys are thinking. Okay, Brenda says, that's my fear whenever I draw. So afraid I will screw it all up. Brenda says, what pencil are you using? So these are these mono pencils. They're made by Tombow. These are pretty good. I think, I don't know what this one is. This one might be oh no, it's a Koh-i-Noor. And then these are made by Generals. They are a gigantic pencil factory. So you can take a look at them later. Let's see. Leo Marbell says, in my opinion, the furrowed forehead needs to have a lighter tone. I feel that they converge with the eyebrows. TG says it must be so hard to draw in live and at the same time answer questions. It's hard. I mean, I've had a lot of practice doing it because I give demos in my drawing class all the time. But my demos in my drawing class, they're usually pretty short. I don't do like a full-out drawing at all. Emil Klosterman says, I think it's really difficult to appreciate your own work. You always see so many things you can improve. Yep, I just see flaws. I don't see anything else when I look at your work. Okay, Looney just says, I don't look mad, I look excited. Well, that's accurate, okay. And Joey Myers says, wonderful work. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So I would recommend that you guys do the May Art Dare because I think that it's a really fun art dare. There are a lot of people who've already done great work for it. And I will probably be on Discord for a few minutes after this stream. So please join me in the Art Prof Discord. The link is in the video description below. And lots of fun things for you guys to check out on our main site, artprof.org. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on anything. And thank you so much to our top Patreon supporters who got cropped this slide. So I'm sorry, those of you who are our wonderful top Patreon supporters, that your name is not quite showing up the way it should. Okay, here we go. There you are, our top Patreon supporters. And thank you everybody for watching this stream. I will see you next time. Bye.